This week's episode is brought to you by Boron 10%, an ST Biologicals product. Boron 10% is recommended for the prevention and correction of boron deficiency in all crops. Boron 10% is recommended for use on all soil types. Visit stbiologicals.com to learn more about this and other regenerative ag products. Hello, and welcome to the ST Biologicals Soil Speaks podcast. This week, we'll share some tips for how you can maximize your farm revenue potential. Let's get started. Every step of the way, from field prep to delivery to buyer, you want to optimize crop potential. Best practices all season long decrease the amount of loss at harvest. Before planting any crops in your fields, have your soil tested. When data shows there are variabilities in yields across fields, subdivide those areas and have separate soil tests run. You want to find out why those variabilities exist and how you can fix any soil imbalances. Along with soil test analysis, it's good practice to take plant tissue samples for analysis routinely throughout your growing season. Tracking weather, conditions at seed planting, germination, turkey pressure, and other everyday farm occurrences you observe is invaluable data too. Throughout a growing season, you'll have innumerable negative and positive natural influences that ultimately impact the quality and quantity of your harvest. If you record these seemingly mundane events over 3 to 5 years, you'll see patterns. On fields you've plowed and left bare after harvest, you'll probably see more insect and disease issues that require higher fertilizer and pesticide use. On fields that have had cover crops, you'll see better water retention. The impact of different ag management practices comes to light in those daily recordings. Though taking notes feels like yet another task to add to your already busy day, it will become second nature to carry a pen and a small notebook with you in the field. Adding this information to your yield monitoring data will give you answers as to why a part of a field is high or low performing. Observation is one of the 4 basic principles of regenerative agriculture, but it applies to whatever ag practices you use. What you see on a daily basis are the effects of biodiversity, or lack of it, on your operation. From season to season, crop management is a continuum. Loss results from poor management at any step along the way. Land management isn't just from planting to harvest. It includes the time between cash crop periods when your fields are either bare, eroding, or planted to cover crops and regenerating. We tend to blame the weather, insect pressure, or disease for crop failures or poor yields, but insects and diseases can't hurt healthy crops. Land management and crop yields are dependent on how much we pay attention to what the soil and plants are telling us. Weed infestation in a particular spot in a field tells you a lot about the health of that soil. Going back over your notes, do you see a weed pattern? Have the weeds changed? Weeds are pioneer plants. They like disturbed soil. They're actually healing that soil. When you begin to use less tillage and synthetics, do you have different weed species? Learn to read your weeds. They tell you a great deal about the health of your soil and how well any cash crop is going to do. Making sure your soil is covered all the time is best practice that is backed by numerous scientific studies. Complex crop rotations are another way to break up insect and disease life cycles. Growing more than 1 or 2 crops also gives you greater market freedom because you're not dependent on a few dominant futures. Diversity, both biological and financial, creates a resilient ag ecosystem that can benefit even under the worst climatic conditions. At ST Biologicals, our mentors can help you create a resilient, profitable ag operation. Visit us at stbiologicals.com to learn more. When soil speaks, we listen. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.